I have put this off long enough. I just want to clarify that I know a lot of y'all have followed me off of Kevin Samuel's YouTube video that I had no idea about. I want to clarify because I get somebody asking me this shit. He is nothing to me, okay? I clearly don't agree with the way why y'all even take advice from him, call it funny or not. But I just want to clarify. I have never dated that man. I have never dated that man. I will never date that man. We took a picture. We were at an event together, and that was it. That is not my man. That is not my boy. That is not my homeboy. That is not my thug thizzle. That's not my right-hand man. Left-hand man. That's not my back. Okay? So please stop asking.
Hi, guys. So I just wanted to come and touch on this interview that Kevin Samuels is, well, I guess it happened already. He interviewed with Vladtv. My whole thing about the Vlad thing, what are people getting from him? Are people really picking up their numbers? I would love to see the breakdown of that. I would like to see the numbers on that. I'm just curious because, anyway, so my whole thing, the reason I wanted to make this video because I was so tickled by the fact that he looks so uptight. He is sitting there looking so uptight, and you know, he didn't look as relaxed and comfortable, you know, as he was looking with Tasha K. And I'm assuming that he and Tasha K had already spoke and decided we're not going to do our normal routines with each other. You know, she can't lower her voice when she wants to. And, you know, obviously he wasn't going to sit there and insult her in her home or office or whatever, her studio. Wherever it is. It was in her home. I don't know if it still is or not. So I guess, you know, they just kind of came to some agreement not to do all of that. And some people were upset about that. They felt like Tasha should have took that moment to really say some things to him, but she didn't. I think that she's after numbers, he's after numbers, and that's the only reason that they were talking to each other in the first place. We know how he feels about women who look like Tasha K and black women in general. So, you know, I don't think that's an act. I think that's how he really feels. But he will use you if it's to his benefit. I think that he uses women, period, regardless of race, if it's to his benefit. And I said what I said on that. And so he's sitting in this interview, and then Vlad started asking him about his first marriage, his second marriage. And he said he was married to the first wife for 1 year, and they have the child together. And then he said he married the second wife 6 or 7 years later, and they were married for 3 or 4 years, which means in this man's entire life, and he's about 50, he's been married for 4 years. I think I'd have been in a relationship longer than 4 years. People are in boyfriend-girlfriend relationships longer than 4 years. So I'm just trying to figure out, why are people flocking over here like this man really can talk to you about marriage when, yeah, it was all hilarious to me just sitting there watching, you know, his body language and how uptight he was. And I don't know what was said to him that maybe had put him in that mood, or if he was just nervous because he was sitting in front of the white man. I don't know. You know, I don't know what was going on with that, but it was kind of, if you haven't, well, I'm not encouraging anyone to watch the videos, but if you just want to see what I mean about the body language, just click on it and look, because I was watching the one where it's advertised about his wives. I think that he may have put up 2 or 3 promos, and then I think he will put up the entire interview at some point. I don't know. I don't follow Vlad like that. But I did see that video about him talking about the 2 wives. Because I think Tommy from Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, said that he was married 3 times. And I think someone else said that he kind of came out and cleared that up, that it was only 2 marriages. And so I guess Vlad decided to ask him about that. I just thought, I was just, you know, yeah, people are running over to his channel, and he has 4 years of marriage experience for you. And he's claiming he was very young in those marriages. And like I said before, I feel like he married those girls for security. purposes, either to keep a roof over his head while he tried to go out and do whatever else that it was that he was trying to do. Because I don't feel like he's into women like that, just by his behavior. And he certainly is not for our community. And I'm speaking of the black community. I don't care about what nobody else has got going on. I don't have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. He's definitely not for the black community at all. He, you know, the berating and all the other foolishness that he keeps up is a part of it, not just because he don't like women, but also because he don't respect himself if he is black. I don't know what his racial makeup is. I thought somebody said they saw a picture of his mother online, but I don't see any pictures of his family at all. And then there's this one YouTuber who was claiming that they just interviewed his daughter, but that hasn't been verified yet, so I don't know if that's actually his real daughter. From the picture, she has a resemblance to him, but I don't know. But if you guys are watching the interview, if you see what I mean about his demeanor, let me know in the comments. How do you feel about it? The way he's sitting there looking kind of stiff and like tight. And about him being married for 4 years. That's not a long time for you to try to pretend like you have all the answers about relationships. You do not. Anyway, I don't even want to get off into it right now, but let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.